Hello, my name is Ivana Groni, and today we're going to be discussing what is self-regulation. As we look at self-regulation and early childhood development, we are looking for children who are 0 infants to the age of 8. That would be early childhood development. But what is self-regulation, and what does that look like, and how does it progress? So when we look at self-regulation, the child's already problem solving. He's able to express his needs, he's able to express his wants, and he's able to execute that information to others. So when we look at the very beginning, we have to look, how is a child, especially in pre-K, how is a child communicating? Can they identify feelings such as, I am angry, or my friend is angry? Can they identify, I'm very happy today, and the reason why they're happy or excited? Or today's just a sad day, and the reason why they're sad, or they're able to talk to teacher about their feelings, and they're able to read expressions of others. As children learn this very basic skill of identifying feelings and emotions, then comes the problem solving skills, such as, today I need help, I am going to be getting a teacher, or maybe I'm going to get a timer first, or maybe if my friend is bothering me, I'm able to ignore it. I'm able to choose that. Or maybe the child can wait their turn. Or maybe they can say, please stop. They can ask nicely, play together, share, or trade. These are problem-solving skills that will lead to self-regulation. Once a child can identify their feelings, then they're able to move to problem-solving. Like, okay, I am not happy. My friend is taking my toy. What can we do about it? Can we get a timer? Can we share it? If it doesn't work, let's go get the teacher to help us. So these are all leading to self-regulation. When we look at self-regulation, we are looking for a child who's able to regulate, to control, manage, remain calm, control the attention, make and apply positive decisions and rules with strong feelings show up. Managing and moving negative emotions and behavior is a learned behavior that is crucial to the development of the child. So we know that this child, their brain, they're moving from back here, their occipital. And then we want all that cognitivity to be in the prefrontal up here. Executive function skills are born here, self-regulation, problem solving. And as a child progresses, that you are hoping that when he is 5, he is actually performing from the front, not from the back. Because where the back, if you're working from the back or the side here, you're working from trauma, you're working from stress. And that is not what we want to provide for the children. We want to provide those positive interactions, because you know what? Positive interactions go a long way. But what is positive interactions? Let's see. So children learning self-regulation skills need structured environments. So the environment that you provide for these children in the classroom will give them that. When babies are born, the more you speak to them, the more you love them, the more you hold them, as babies, they are learning that this is a safe place. This is a routine. Their cognitivity, their neurocognitive, is actually structuring and molding and creating those strong bonds that his brains need in order to develop accordingly. So we have young children need dependable caregivers to create safe, nurturing, and positive stimulating environment so they can learn about the world around them. Without support from their caregiver, family, or even their environment, self-regulation capacity will not be fully realized for young children. To learn self-regulation skills, children need structured environments, supportive relationships, and direct instructions and modeling appropriate self-regulation skills. Even as infants, the more you care for the child and the more you teach them about that this world is a safe place, the more they are able to connect those neurons positively. Then when they get to 2, they're able to talk, at least communicate, at least listen. By the time 3 or 4, they're able to say no, sad. They know what they like, and they're able to express themselves a little bit more. By the time they get to 4 and 5, they're able to make simple problem-solving skills. And I really love using, especially for pre-K, 4 and 5, or maybe even 6, I love using the second step, which is identifying the feelings. First, let's identify our feelings. And then there's another one, or moving to PBS. PBS are these solution cards. Okay, So now that we're able to manage our feelings and we're able to express our feelings, now we can problem solve by saying, okay, I'm going to ignore this behavior from my friend that I do not like. I'm going to get a timer, or I'm going to get a teacher. These are the problem solving skills. Another one that you can use is also paths, or even Tucker the Turtle. I have found that Tucker the Turtle is amazing for kids with ADHD because they're so hyper. And sometimes they do a lot of things without thinking. So I think Tucker the Turtle gives them the tool to just tuck away and just kind of let them be and express themselves in their unique way. So these are some, and I know there's a lot more, but yes, these are some of the self-regulation tools that will be there, which is kind of nice. But also self-regulation can also be measured quantitatively, through skills. So we have ASQs that can measure it. We have even maybe the BBK assessment that can be measured, and also the peg tapping. So peg tapping is pretty much the teacher's tapping on the table. The child has to repeat the pattern that the teacher's doing. Then the teacher says, okay, I'm going to do this pattern, and you're going to follow with this pattern. And the child's able to regulate and execute those functions. So these are all self-regulation measurements as well. And then there's also the copy design. If I copy a triangle, is a child able to copy a triangle with 3 points? Once again, they're looking at it and then they're executing. So these are some of the things that we can measure. So self-regulation is very important because it is how we're going to manage ourselves, is how we're going to regulate, and how we are going to react. And especially as children going to kindergarten, first, second, and even third grade, classes are moving very, very fast. The child who has not reached self-regulation will sometimes shut down, will not be able to, just execute. And he has a harder time just moving on and progressing. All right, well, that is it. And thank you for watching, and have a good day.